What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another food review. My name is Mac, and today I'm going to be trying the deluxe fish sandwich from Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box says that their deluxe fish sandwich is made with 2 fillets of 100% wild-caught Alaskan pollock, covered in crispy panko breadcrumbs, 2 slices of delicious American cheese, tomatoes, and drizzled with a creamy tartar sauce. Which sounds like a little bit more than most of the other fast food restaurants are putting on their fish sandwiches. Now this sandwich was $6, so the price for it is really up there. So for that amount of money, it better be good. So let's open it up and have a look at it. They made no mention to what kind of bun that this fish sandwich is on, so it may just be their standard bun. I'm not really sure. The sandwich visually looks really good. I did order the double fish sandwich over the single simply because many of the fast food restaurants that I've gotten fish sandwiches from before, I just don't think there's enough fish for the bun. And looking at the size of the fish fillets and the bun, I'm definitely glad that I went ahead and got the double rather than the single. So let's have a look at the sandwich. As stated, it's topped with tartar sauce, a very small amount of lettuce, and I'm really indifferent on whether I get lettuce on a fish sandwich or not. Unlike most hamburgers where I really do want lettuce, I think I can go either way with a fish sandwich. It does include tomatoes, albeit a couple small, poorly stacked ones. And with the tomatoes, again, I'm not really sure whether I want that on my fish sandwich or not. I'll definitely try it with the tomatoes and see if I like it. But I don't remember ever having tomatoes on a fish sandwich before. And, of course, there's the American cheese and the 2 fish fillets. I'm going to go ahead and put this on a plate, and then I'll cut into it. Although I have complained in the past about lack of toppings on certain sandwiches like hamburgers and chicken sandwiches, I don't really think I want my fish sandwiches overtopped. So the amount of toppings that they put on these, they may be perfectly adequate. And while I'm not sure what kind of bun this is, I do really like the texture of it. So without any further wait, I'm going to go ahead and give this a try. My initial impression after taking a bite of this is that I'm certainly glad that I got the double fillets on this sandwich. Because looking at it, you would think that's a lot of fish for those buns. So you may think that the fish would really be a dominating flavor in this sandwich, and it's not. Obviously, I can taste the fish, but it seems that the addition of 2 slices of American cheese is really dominating the flavor more than I would like. I do taste a little of the tartar sauce and the lettuce and tomato, but I would put no more than 1 slice of American cheese. It's really strange the way that the American cheese flavor is coming out so strong with this fish sandwich. And I know some people are very particular about fish and they don't want things to taste fishy, and really I don't either, but I'm just finding the fish very bland. There's just not much flavor there. And I can only imagine what one of the single fillet fish sandwiches would taste like. I'm really very disappointed in this fish sandwich. For the price of this sandwich, I don't believe that the taste is even close to where it needs to be. On my second bite, I'm still getting an overwhelming amount of American cheese. And I hate the fact that the American cheese is becoming a dominating flavor in this fish sandwich. But it's like that because of the more dominating flavor of the American cheese and the lack of flavor in the fish. If you've ever had one of those cheap dollar Fast Bites fish sandwiches that you can get from like Dollar Tree, this kind of reminds me of that. So I'm really disappointed in what I thought would be a good fish sandwich. But as it turns out, I just don't really like it. And the visual of this sandwich looks really good, but the taste of it, I don't think it compares to any of the other fish sandwiches I've had, which included the filet fish from McDonald's, the BK Big Fish from Burger King, or Popeye's new flounder sandwich. So yeah, I'm pretty disappointed in this sandwich as an overall. I certainly will not be getting this again. I wanted to deconstruct these sandwiches just a little bit and try the fish out by itself. Because the American cheese flavor is so dominating, and I'm really getting none of the fish flavor. So it's really hard to get a piece without too much of the American cheese on it. But I'm going to try this by itself. So the fish fillets by themselves really don't have much of a flavor at all. Also very disappointing is that you'll notice that the crust on the fish is very thick. So even though the patties looked pretty thick, the actual amount of fish that you get is very thin. So that's another reason why there's a lack of fish flavor. And I'm going to rate it at a 4.5 out of 10 because quite frankly the sandwich is just not very good. And for $6 I should be able to have more flavors really coming through than American cheese. And that's going to do it for this review. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. As always, I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next video.